I finally got closure, but not the way anyone expected. So last year, I was dating my ex, Ethan, 27M, for almost 4 years. We lived together, shared bills, and even had a joint savings jar labeled Future Home. I honestly thought he was the person I'd end up with. We weren't perfect, but we were comfortable. Or so I believed. Around month 3 of his new promotion, he changed routines. New cologne, gym twice a day, sleeping with his phone on silent, face down. I tried to convince myself it was stress, ambition, maybe even burnout. But deep down, I knew that sudden self-improvement season wasn't for me. One night, he came home with lipstick smudged on the inner collar of his white shirt. When I asked, he casually said, "Oh, it must have been from hugging a client at the celebration dinner." But here's the thing. Ethan hates celebrating anything. He didn't even show up to his own birthday party last year. That was red flag. So instead of confronting him like I normally would, I took a quiet route. I downloaded a small invisible device tracking app, not to stalk him, but to verify my sanity. I didn't even open it for 3 days. When I finally checked, the address pinged repeatedly at the same apartment complex, but not his office gym, not his workplace. And the name on the apartment mailbox? Chloe, his coworker. The same coworker he swore was basically like a little sister. I didn't scream, cry, or throw things. I made a plan. A long one. Over the next 2 months, I pretended everything was perfect. I cooked his favorite meals, supported his late shifts, and even put money into that stupid future home jar as if I believed it would happen. But behind the scenes, I made copies of every shared financial record, saved every receipt tied to my income, transferred my share of savings into a private account, recorded dates and times of his absences. Quietly packed my valuables into boxes stored at my sister's place. Then came the perfect opportunity, our 4th anniversary. I booked a fancy dinner, reservation under his name, printed a customized love scrapbook, and added the final page, screenshots of his location history, pictures of him entering Chloe's building, and a typed exit letter I left the scrapbook wrapped on our bed with a small note on top. When you're done lying to yourself, read page 22. Then I left. But here's where the story becomes chef's kiss level satisfying. The following week, his mother called me crying, apologizing, saying she was heartbroken and disappointed. Turns out, Ethan told everyone I overreacted and disappeared. So, with my calmest voice, I emailed his entire family the same scrapbook PDF, with timestamps. 2 days later, Chloe blocked him and went back to her ex, and Ethan showed up at my sister's house sobbing. He said, "We can fix this. We built a life together." Without blinking, I replied, "No, Ethan. We built a plan. I built the life." Fast forward 8 months. I now live in my own small apartment, decorated exactly how I always wanted, something he never let me do. I finished my certification, got promoted, and guess what? I adopted a tiny black cat. Her name is Closure. And every time someone asks if I regret leaving him quietly instead of destroying his life, I just smile and say, silence is the loudest revenge.